If you feel numb to pleasure, if touch doesn't land the way it used to, if desire feels like a distant memory, you're not broken. I know that's what it feels like. I know you've probably Googled, why can't I feel anything anymore? I know you've wondered if something is fundamentally wrong with you. But what if I told you that numbness is not the problem? What if it's actually protection? I'm Marta, and I help women over 40 reconnect to desire, pleasure, and erotic power, not by fixing what's broken, but by understanding what's actually happening. And today, I'm going to explain why you feel numb to pleasure, what that numbness is actually doing for you, and why nothing is wrong with you. So let's start here. Numbness is not a malfunction. It's not a sign that you're broken or damaged or past your prime. Numbness is your nervous system's way of saying it's not safe for you to feel right now. Think about it. If you grew up in a home where expressing needs got you punished, if you learned early that your feelings were too much, too intense, too inconvenient, if you were taught that your body existed to please others, not to feel pleasure yourself, then your nervous system made a very intelligent decision. Turn down the volume. Because if feeling gets you hurt, rejected, or abandoned, then not feeling becomes survival. And that numbness, it keeps you functional. It keeps you safe. It got you through. But here's what happens. The nervous system doesn't differentiate. It doesn't say, okay, we'll turn off pain, but leave pleasure intact. It says, if we're not safe to feel, turn everything down. So you stop feeling anger. You stop feeling grief. And eventually, you stop feeling desire. You stop feeling turn on. You stop feeling pleasure. Not because something is wrong with you, but because your body is doing exactly what it was designed to do. So let's talk about what made pleasure feel unsafe in the first place. So for most women, it starts early. Maybe we were told, good girls don't fill in the blank, right? Or that's inappropriate, or don't draw attention to yourself. Maybe your body was commented on, policed, or sexualized before you even understood what that meant. Maybe you learned that your value was in how you looked, not how you felt. Maybe you experienced something that taught you your body is not yours. And so you left, not physically, but energetically. You disconnected from sensation. You stopped listening to your body's cues. You stopped trusting your own yes and no. And you developed what I call functional dissociation, meaning you could still perform, you could still show up, you could still have sex, go through the motions, check the boxes, but you weren't in your body. You were managing it from the outside, and that worked for a while. But then midlife happens. Midlife doesn't create numbness. It reveals it. Because all the systems that helped you to override your body, all the adrenaline, all the busyness, all the caregiving, all the performing, those start to slow down. Hormones shift, energy drops, and the nervous system stops tolerating what it used to. And suddenly you just can't push through anymore. The numbness you've been living with for decades, it's now undeniable. And here's what makes it worse. The world tells you it's a hormone problem, or a libido problem, or an aging problem. So you try supplements, you try therapy, you try spicing things up, and none of it works because you're not addressing the root issue. And that is that your body doesn't feel safe to feel. So here's what I need you to hear. You are not broken. You are brilliantly, perfectly adapted. Your nervous system did exactly what it needed to get you here. But what got you here won't get you where you want to go. Because the same protective numbness that helped you to survive is now keeping you from the pleasure, the aliveness, the desire that you're craving. And the way forward isn't to shame yourself for being numb. It's not to force yourself to feel. It's not to get over it. The way forward is to create safety, to rebuild trust with your body, to practice feeling in small, manageable doses, so that you let your nervous system know it is safe to come back online now. So what does that look like? Well, for starters, it looks like slowing down. It looks like sensation, not strategy. It looks like presence, not performance. It looks like asking, what does my body actually want right now? Not what you think it should want, not what someone else wants from you, but what your body in this moment is asking for. And here's the truth. Your body did not forget how to feel. She just stopped trusting the conditions. So your work isn't to fix yourself. Your work is to create the conditions where feeling becomes safe again. And that's what I teach inside the Sensual Sisterhood, my free community where we practice this work together. Now, if this video landed in your body, start here. Join the Sensual Sisterhood. It's free. The link is below. Or download the Sensual Spark, which is a 3-minute audio practice designed to help you reconnect to sensation. Both links are in the description below. And if you're ready to hear what's really going on with your libido and why it's not what you think, watch the next video. Because your desire is not gone. It's waiting for you to come home.